Hey, Awesomes. How's it going? Sorry for this late, tardy video to you. I'm busy trying to get everything caught up and graded and get some feedback to you for Project 3C. So as many of you probably got yours the wee hours of the morning this morning, but I wanted to make sure and get those to you back so you have plenty of time to work on revisions, etc. So I did want to talk a little bit about this week. There's not I shouldn't say there's not a lot going on. However, let's talk about what is due this week and kind of what's coming up. So here's week 15, today through December 10th. The assignments that are due, we have a professional website, which I'm going to talk more about in a couple of videos coming to you soon. And then, of course, the research report. And speaking of all things that are coming due, I did want to show you in the classes here, in the project Dropboxes folder, I have added the last 4 items here. So we have the collaborative research report, which is due this Sunday, your professional website, which is due this Sunday, and then next week, the annotated bibliography. The information sheet is up, as well as the Project 4 performance review memo. So those are all available to you to submit to whenever you want to. And here's what I'll say about that as I come back to the middle here. If you want to submit anything early and give me maybe some time, if you want to get some additional feedback or whatever, please feel free to do so. I will do my best to provide feedback as timely as possible. I'm almost done with with every single thing that's been turned in, so please do make sure that you are checking Blackboard and stuff like that to verify that everything looks. Hopefully, I've graded everything that you've submitted, etc. I've gone back through it a couple of times today to make sure. I think I've got 1 or 2 more Project 1A resume revisions that have come in, so I am aware that there are a few left. And if I don't get those done before the night's over, I'll have those done tomorrow for sure. All right, so let's talk about Project 3C for a quick second. One thing that was I found myself commenting a lot about are kind of twofold: research as well as citations. Now, what I'll say about research is if I made some comments about research that you maybe needed more research or whatever, maybe commented about how that you're putting those things together, I realized that it's a little late to be thinking about rewriting everything. So I did make suggestions within there to say, okay, here's what you might want to think about doing. But however, if you do have questions about how to proceed from there, the biggest thing is maybe acknowledging or whatever where you are in the process. If you know, acknowledging that there's still perhaps more research to be done or whatever, that is totally fine. I know I've had a couple of emails back and forth with several of you today thinking about that issue, so that's totally fine. So this is we're at the end, so we can't do perhaps more research, but maybe we can refigure some things, etc. about those. Secondly, was citations in APA format. So I am going to produce a video, probably not tonight, but tomorrow for sure, going over some of the basics about formatting for APA. I've sent a lot of you that Purdue OWL website, but I do want to kind of explain to you some of the things like what hanging indent means, how to cite, etc., to kind of give you maybe a little bit of a refresher course on that, if you will. So you guys are working on that stuff. I'm available. I have my office hours this week, Tuesday and Thursday, from 10:30 to 12 at a minimum. If you or any members of your group, or if you as a group want to meet with me at any time this week, please do not hesitate to reach out to me. All right, and finally, groups, teams. I encourage all of you, each one of you, as individual members, to make sure that you are pulling your weight. I encourage you with a true sense of urgency to make sure that you are helping out your fellow team members and working collaboratively for this report. It is important and imperative, as it is a huge part, 25% of your final grade. So please do make sure that you are all working together. I know that sometimes it can be challenging and very difficult schedule-wise. I understand that you guys have a lot of schedules, etc., but do make the extra effort, especially this week, to participate and to be doing your part. All right, and if there's any of the teams or groups out there, if there's any questions or concerned about anything with Project 3C, please let me know. Let's have a conversation now as opposed to next week. All right. So we got Project 3C, the professional website due this week. We'll be grading those next week, and the following week the final two things come in on the 17th, and then grades will be posted within a few days after that. So so if there's any issues or any questions or concerns about anything grade-wise, group-wise, team-wise, etc. in this class, please let me know. I hope you feel comfortable in sending me an email with any type of questions that you have. So please reach out to me. I'm here to help you. I want you all to be successful, and hopefully you've enjoyed this class. So I appreciate you watching these videos and keeping in contact with me. You guys are continuing to be a very wonderful class. I greatly appreciate it. All right. You guys sally forth. Be awesome. And let me know if there's anything I can do. As I said, I know there's a couple of things I talked about research, a couple of things I talked about the APA formatting, etc., and a couple of other things about technical communications that I want to make sure and leave you with throughout the rest of this week. And so I'll be posting those videos intermittently. But just be working on finishing up your Project 3C and your professional websites. All right, guys. Take care. Thank you for watching. Appreciate you. Have a great week.